Another very important concept that Stanier uses in his book is the 3P model. The 3P model is a straightforward way to create focus, make the conversation more robust, and, when appropriate, shift the focus to the more powerful level that's coaching for development. So what is coaching for development? Coaching for development focuses on calling forward your mentee to learn, improve, and grow for personal development, instead of focusing on addressing a certain issue or challenge like one would in a coaching for performance conversation. The 3 Ps stand for projects, people, and patterns. We'll go more in depth on these on the next slide. The 3P model is a framework for choosing what to focus on in a coaching conversation, for deciding which aspect of a challenge might be at the heart of a difficulty that your mentee is working through. A challenge might typically be centered on a project, a person, or a pattern of behavior. A project is the content of the situation, the stuff that's being worked on. It's the easiest place to go, and it'll be the most familiar to most of us. We spend our days finding solutions to challenges, and our eyes are almost always on the situation at hand. This realm is where coaching for performance and technical change tends to occur. Often, the art is knowing how to start here and then seeing whether the conversation would benefit from including one or both of the other 2 Ps. Now let's discuss people. Situations are always more complex when you, an imperfect person, have to work with other people who are also imperfect. People can be messy, biased, and not always rational. But when you're talking about people, you're not really talking about them. You're talking about a relationship, and specifically about what your role is in that relationship that might currently be less than ideal. Patterns is another factor you have to keep in mind while coaching. This area is most likely where coaching for development conversations will emerge. They are personal and challenging, and they provide a place where people's self-knowledge and potential can grow and flourish. This is when you'll identify with your mentee what patterns of behavior they should be working on to improve. Focusing on these 3 Ps will help you have a deeper, more robust, and richer conversations, so keep them in mind when you get an email or instant message from someone, or you're in a session with a mentee, or if someone pops in for advice. Be aware of these triggers that can spark these conversations.